Welcome, 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 welcome. It's just starting now. If you're just joining, drop a like. Drop a like. Yeah, maybe reduce the volume a little bit. Drop a like. Let's get to 10K likes, guys. Nice. Somebody has already liked the live. Let's get to 10K likes. So we are in the final class. The final class in this 14-day program. And this is to show you guys that time flies. Time flies. Lesson 14. Oh no, lesson 13. Lesson 13. Mistakes that kills profitability. Mistakes that kill profitability. This cap is lit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This was actually given to me as a gift. So in today's class, we are going to be doing revision. So we are basically going to revise what we discussed the whole week. We are basically going to discuss what we. Don't forget to mark attendance by typing present in the chat. You won't sleep, me. You don't want to disturb me. Okay. So we are going to be discussing what we learned. Branish, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So the first thing we discussed in the beginning of the week was collabs. What am I writing? Collabs. The second, Branish, don't forget to drop a like to support the stream and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Second was systems and scaling. Systems and scaling profitably. The third is running ads. The fourth is views to sales. Next is building a community. Building a community. The next thing is this guy put a present emoji. Mistakes that kill profitability. And finally, revision. No need for me to write the revision. But yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 topics we discussed. Branish, drop a like. You've not liked the stream already. Drop a like. That way it pushes the stream far. If you've not dropped a like, please drop a like, because this is a free class, so the least you can do is to drop a like so that you can help push the stream further. Okay, I really appreciate it. Janet, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for pulling up, and I hope you would be able to learn. So, in the beginning of the week, we discussed collabs, right? How do you go about collaboration? What are the common mistakes people make when it comes to collaborations, how to approach a collaboration properly. We just discussed everything that had to do with collaboration. That was what we discussed on the first day of this week. I'm good, Janet. Hope you are doing good as well. Then the second week we discussed system scaling, scaling profitably. How to build systems, setting up your website, setting up the things that would help you when it comes to scaling. Because majority of the time people don't build systems to help them scale. So even if your dream comes true and your brand goes viral and people want to buy your clothes, you cannot be able to fulfill that order because you did not set aside ways to scale. I gave an example of websites. Something as simple as building a website is something that would help you scale when that time comes, because I gave an example of, if 50 people are trying to order through DM at once, you cannot even reply to everybody, or TikTok or Instagram will even end up banning you because they'll feel like you are spamming or you are trying to hack or whatever. So if you have a website, even 1,000 people can place an order at the same time, as long as you have enough products to send to them. Then the third is running ads. I showed you guys my ad settings. I showed you guys how to go about running ads, my ad settings for Instagram and TikTok, and how you can apply it to yourself. I told you guys how I select the videos and all that. Then the next was views to scales, making a bit views to sales, making sure that you are not carried away by the amount of views you have, because it's so easy to be carried away by views. Most of the time, people think views equals sales, but with 44 clothing that I gave you guys as an example, you can see that 44 clothing, even though they have 3.4 million followers, the brand ended up failing. The next is building a community. I told you guys how you can build a community. What are the things you would do? How is the way that you would be able to keep the community alive, and the benefits of having a community, because community is what will help you stand the test of time. Community is different from audience and is different from customers. Your customers might be members of your community, but active members in your community are the ones that are liking your post, sharing it, commenting on it, doing stuff that will take your brand further. I even gave an example of a pop-up where your community members are there than customers. It is good for you to have customers at your pop-up, but customers usually come and buy and go, but the community members stay behind because they enjoy that environment. They want to network, they want to assist, they want to help you keep pushing your dream further. Then finally, we discussed mistakes that kill profitability, where I mentioned the different mistakes that people make that ends up affecting them when it comes to profits. So if you are interested in any of these classes, this is going to be, I think this is the let me check in the beginning of every class, or in the thumbnail of every class, you would see what the class is. Okay, so this is day 8. This is day 9. This is day 10. This is day 11. This is day 12. This is day 13. So if you're interested in any of these topics, if you're interested in collabs, that is the class we did in day 8. Okpanachi David, welcome to the stream. If you're interested in systems and scaling profitably, that is day 9 in the live. If you're interested in running ads, seeing exactly how I run my ads, I even showed you guys with real life example, right? That is day 10. Then views to scale, to sale. If your brand is getting views but you are not converting,
you've had a few viral videos, but people are not buying, this is the video for you. Brand views to sales, because I would help you convert the views that you are getting to sales. Or even if you are not even having views, I will let you know the benefits of you focusing more on trying to get sales rather than views, because you are not an influencer looking for advertisement. You are a clothing brand owner hoping to sell. Then day 12, building a community. A lot of people have it wrong when it comes to building a community. They don't build the community the right way. So if you watch this day 12, although I have a full in-depth video on the practical aspect, this one is more of the idea aspect. What are the things that you would do to help stimulate the community? What are the things you would do to help grow the community or make sure people stay for long? Then finally, day 13, mistakes that kill profitability. I wanted this to be last because these mistakes, even if you don't watch any of this other class, please make sure you go and watch these mistakes that kill profitability. I saved this for the last because if you don't pay attention to the mistakes, you are going to Neville World, welcome to the stream. If you don't pay attention to the mistakes, no matter what you do, your brand will not be profitable. So please, among all the classes that I've done, day 13 is the most important, which is the last class, because I discussed what mistakes that kill profitability. If you end up making any of these mistakes, you are killing the profits that your brand is supposed to have. And obviously, I wouldn't want you to have to make that kind of mistake. So no matter what, at least try to watch this video. And I'm also thinking of making some of these topics videos on their own. I'm thinking of making some of these topics videos on their own, but we will see though. We will see. But now I want to ask you guys a question. What would you rate this whole 14 days class thing? And is this something you would wish me to continue? Like, is this something you wish for me to continue? Let me know in the chat, please. What was your own experience about this class? Like, did you learn a lot from it? Like, I just want to have your feedback, because obviously I don't want to just be doing something and like I'm not getting a feedback from the people I'm doing it from. Also, if you've not dropped a like already, please make sure you like the live. It helps push the stream go far. Let's come out but never miss. Yeah, you didn't miss much because today is revision. Today is revision. We are just going over what we discussed. The day I saved today for revision so that at least I'll be able to refresh your memory. And I also did it this way in case you've forgotten any of the topics we discussed. If you come to revision, you will be able to find out. Although it's in the thumbnail, but I know some people maybe will not pay attention to the thumbnail. So this is it. And make sure you have these things, and make sure if you need to refresh your memory, go back to the stream, watch it, and please, I hope you've been taking notes. I genuinely hope you've been taking notes throughout this whole class thing that we've been doing. So you guys, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How would you rate the experience on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate the whole class, the lesson, everything? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would your rating be about this whole program? What is going to be your rating on this whole program that we did? Let me know in the chat. 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 I've actually learned a lot from this, honestly. I've done a lot of mistakes. Okay. But you know, the good thing is, like you said, you've learned a lot. So I'm glad. Genuinely, I'm glad because, like I said, I wouldn't want to be wasting my time doing something like this if people are not learning or people are not taking it seriously, you know? So I'm glad you've learned a lot from this. Also, you sent me, a shirt, and with the quality of the shirt, you did it with Goat Legacy. So I'm also happy for you. How have the sales of the drop been going? Have you done your photo shoots? Can you give me like feedback on your own brand process so I will know?
Let me know, how has the process been so far with your drop, Neville World? If you've not liked the stream, please make sure you drop a like. It helps push the stream further, and so we'll be able to impact more lives. So we'll be able to impact more lives. Or is there any particular topic that you would want me maybe to shed a little bit of light on? Hmm? Yeah. Is there any particular topic you want me to share some light on? The lesson was a big opportunity for me to join, and it's a 10 for me. Okpanachi David, I'm so happy. Are you Igala? I know the Okpanachi that I know is Igala. Are you Igala? But thank you so much. I'm glad that you were able to learn. That's the purpose of this, like I said. If you didn't learn anything from it, it wouldn't have been good for me. Oh, that's good. I'm also Igala. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Even though my Igala is not really strong like that, I've spent a lot on photo shoots. I can't even post. Why can't you post it, Neville World? Why can't you post the photo shoot? Like, did it come out bad, or what's the reason why you cannot post it? Can you let me know? Also, if you've not dropped a like, please drop a like. It helps push the stream further, especially because this program was not easy. You guys that came every day, you saw the whole thing. It's not easy to do, especially, bro, having a long day doing stuff that has to do with my brand. Like yesterday, I did the class. After the class, I had to do design measurements for my own drop that is coming. So I'm glad you guys have been able to learn. But Neville World, can you please tell me why you can't upload the pictures? Like, why can't you post them? What's the reason for that? Jeanette, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm so glad you liked it. Oh, you liked and subscribed. W Janet in the chat. W Janet in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just wasted a lot of money and effort. For real? What do you mean by that? Like, can you be more straightforward? Like, did the pictures come out bad, or like you didn't sell, or like what? Because what makes you say you wasted a lot of money and effort? What makes you say that? What makes you say that? If everybody on the stream should drop a like right now, bro, it will help push the stream now. Like, this is something that I put in time, effort into doing. And you liking the stream is something that won't take anything away from you, but it will also help people because, as some of you may know, I'm building the most impactful brand in the world. So I'm trying to impact as many people as I can. And you liking this stream is going to help me achieve that. Like, it's going to help me change some other person's life. You don't know after liking it who will see it, and it will just be the information the person needs. It's not supposed to be information just for you. It's information that is supposed to benefit the whole fashion industry. It came out really bad. Wow, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Did you have like a theme going in? Was it the quality of the pictures that was not good, or you didn't like the poses of the model, or you feel like they didn't represent the drop properly? Which one is it? Bad quality pictures, the models didn't do a good job. What exactly? Topic that opened my eyes, accounting. I'm glad, that accounting is something that I was skeptical about doing it live. I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical about doing it live because that is like secret information. Do you understand? Very, very secret information. Like, I promise you guys, there is no other, like, I even challenge any other clothing brand to come and show you guys their own accounting, like how they do their accounting. Like, nobody does that. So I was skeptical about doing it, but I was like, of course, like, why don't I do it? There's no harm in me doing it. So I just decided, like, I would just do it instead. I love the accounting lesson so much. You confirmed some of my procedures and gave me out new ideas watching from Ghana. Real. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you dropped a like and subscribe to the stream. I hope you dropped a like, real. At least, yes, the picture came out bad. Wow. Is it that the photographer used is not a professional? Because if he's a professional, then I wouldn't expect that kind of mistake. Is it that the person is not a professional or what? Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Do you have a clothing brand as well? What's your brand name? Real. Can you let me know? This is going to be like revision and conversation class because throughout the 14 days I was the only one talking. This time around I want us to talk. Maybe you can ask me some questions that you've been having difficulties with and I'll help you out answer the question. I just want to hear back from you guys because a good leader is somebody that also listens, not just talk. So I won't just be talking all the time. Times will come where I will listen to you guys, get feedback from you guys. Thanks for saving my clothing brand. Bro, let me take a picture of this thing. Wow, 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 wow. You're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry. Say thanks for saving my clothing brand. Oh, you're so sweet, my guy. I appreciate it. Bad quality picture and poses. I am so sorry about that. But what I would advise you to do is to post the pictures. Post the pictures. And I know I think you've never done voiceover or you've never done a video talking to the camera. You can either do a voiceover or a video talking to the camera and say this story, like give us the story time of how you spent. You can start the video with example. You can start the video with, most of the time I always tell you guys, have a good hook, right? So Neville Ward, this is free content for you that you can do now. Start the video with something like, here's how I spent 150, for example, here's how I spent 150,000 naira for a photo shoot but can't post any of the pictures. Then you now tell us, okay, I found this photographer on TikTok, I gave him my ideas, then we needed models. It was a bit difficult for me to find models, but I ended up finding models. The day of the photo shoot came, everybody came late. It was already stressful. I was already feeling upset. Then the worst part is the pictures that he took came out with bad quality. And obviously, I'm sure you complained to him. You just give us the story, post screenshot, post the pictures, and that will be a video that will perform really well for you. I promise you. If you make a video like that, it will perform really well for you. And I still believe you should post the pictures that way. It doesn't, like, post it on TikTok if you're too worried. Content that I post on TikTok, that's content that I don't really worry about. Like, once I post on TikTok, maybe I come back and watch it again, but most of the time, if I've posted it, like, it's gone. It's my Instagram that is more precious to me. Yeah, I don't have a clothing brand yet. I'm currently into media and business, but I have plans to start an African wear brand. All right, real. Then, since you've been following the live, you are way ahead of a lot of people that have not even started. People that are on your level now that also do not have a clothing brand, you are way ahead of them because you have all the knowledge for you to be able to run it successfully. Like, I just saw the picture. He takes birthday picture. I thought he can do what I want. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But this is something that happens, man. And trust me, if you are in Absa Academy, I would have told you a better way to find photographers because most of the time, photographers and models, most of the time, I don't look for them. They find me. That is the method I've been using for years. I don't look for models or photographers. I make them find me. So if I'm looking for models or photographers for a shoot that I want to do next week, I'll create content about it. I'll create content and write it on the screen and say, look, I want models and photographers, DM me or whatever, and they come. But Neville World, trust me, as much as you follow this class, as much as you've, what do you call it? Wow, 240,000, that's a lot of money. Neville World, as much as you followed this class for the past 14 days, as much as I've mentioned a lot of things, trust me, you joining Absa Academy and us having that one-on-one conversation is going to help you eliminate a lot of mistakes. It will help you eliminate a lot of mistakes because, like I said, this issue of this photographer now is something that could have been avoided if I just told you how to find photographers or how to make photographers find you, how to make models find you. That is what Ace used for his photo shoot. Do you understand? So I don't have a physical store. I have an online store. Oscar, I have an online store. So my store is where you can, shop online. I don't have a physical store yet, but I'm planning towards it before the end of the year. I'm planning to have one. Please, if you've not dropped a like, please drop a like and subscribe. It helps push the stream further. So do you understand, Neville World? Trust me, man. Once you join, it's something that would be able to benefit you for a long time. We'll be able to discuss a lot of aspects in depth. I have other videos, like I have about 16 videos or so explaining in depth different aspects of you running your brand. Something like investor agreement now is there, accounting, but the accounting now, I showed you guys my real books. What else? Doing size charts, important details when it comes to making cap. I can use this cap as an example, right? Even though this cap looks good, there is a mistake with this cap. Look, the inside, there is no branded inner seam tape. So this just looks like a blank cap that they just did 3D embroidery in the front. Do you understand? So all these kind of things are the things that I would be able to coach you and talk to you well, so that you won't make all these mistakes, because it breaks my heart anytime I hear things like this, especially if it's something that I know it could be easily avoidable, but you couldn't avoid it because you don't have the experience. And me doing this thing now, this is like my 6th year. So me doing this thing now for all this while, like, I've made so many mistakes. I've mastered a lot of things. Like, I know how a lot of things work. So some of these mistakes are already like beneath me. Do you understand? Please, if you've not dropped a like on the stream, drop a like to help push the stream further, to help support the stream. It really means a lot to me. So we have come to the end of this 14 days class. I am so glad I was able to help a lot of people. Don't forget, if you are struggling with whatever aspect it is with your brand, just DM me on Instagram. DM me these 2 words, Absa Academy. Just DM me Absa Academy and join my mentorship program. So that way I'll be able to help you scale your brand. I have helped over 150 brands. Right now, my top performing students, like, I'm sure you might know some of them, like Ball Brand or Style Mox. Some of these guys now have gone. Even Ace has given Ashake, like I say, Ashaka in his clothes. Pella, Ball Brand is doing really well with content. Style Mox, he has met a lot of influencers. Even Slimsy as well, where with Pride. So these are some of my students that are doing really well with their brand now. And I'm sure I can guarantee you that once you join Absa Academy, as long as you follow everything that I tell you and we do it step by step, you would be able to scale your brand. This is something I'm sure of. I wish to have known you 2 years ago. Really, really, why 2 years ago? 2 years ago, okay, 2 years ago, that was when I was just starting this mentorship thing. Before, I was just focusing only on my brand, but I saw this was like an opportunity in the industry, to teach people, to also help scale other people's brand, and to also help scale the fashion industry as a whole. Have anyone seen Kingsley, the guy that made 40 mock-up? Just trolling here. Okpanachi, I swear Kingsley didn't come today. He missed today's class. But sometimes, even people that don't make it to the class, they end up watching the stream after and they type present. So if you made it to today's class, let me know in the chat by typing present. If you are in today's class, let me know in the chat by typing present. Mark your attendance by typing present, so I know you made it to the class today. Let me see the people that made it today. I know Nervo World is here, Real is here, Opanachi is here, Branish is here. Who else? Janet. But I want to know if you guys left the class. Okay, Real is still here. Real is still here. I want to know if some people left the class, because it's looking like some people left the class. Or maybe some people's internet. Okay, Okpanachi is still here. If you've not dropped a like, please drop a like. It helps push the stream further. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those of you that have liked the live. Really means a lot to me. So, like I said, I'm sure some of the people, okay, Branish is still here. And I think some people's delay is different, because with YouTube,
if you swipe away and you come back, the life doesn't continue from the present point, it continues from where you stopped. So we will be ahead of you guys. It's not like the delay is from my end. It's just that maybe you left the app, maybe somebody called you, you picked the call, you just swiped out. When you swipe back in and press play, it doesn't continue from the live. There will be a bit of delay. But I'm so glad I've been able to help you guys. You guys know that this is my dream, this is my goal, to be able to elevate the Nigerian fashion industry. And please, whatever it is that I've taught in this class, take it very, very seriously. This is privileged information that would help your brand in the long run. It will help your brand in the long run. Don't forget, you can always reach out to me on any of my socials if you want to support my brand as well. When we do our next drop, hopefully by the end of this month or early next month, you can buy a piece for yourself or your girlfriend as Valentine is coming. But that's going to be it for tonight's class. Never World is still here. That's going to be it for tonight's class. And depending on how I'm feeling, I may or may not come back here again. So I did this live as an experience and also to teach people, right? But somehow, as much as I enjoy this live, somehow I feel like making YouTube videos might be a long-term like it might benefit me more long-term than these live. And I cannot be going live and be creating YouTube videos. It's just going to be a lot. So I might be coming live, but my live would consist of different things, not me coming to teach. But until that time though, we'll see how tomorrow goes. But thank you guys so much. Shout out to Real, shout out to Okpanachi, shout out to Branish, shout out to Neville World, Janet, Oscar, all of you guys that made it to today's class. Even Kingsley that didn't make it to the class. Shout out to all of you. Royce as well. Royce didn't make it to the class. Who else again? Who else that normally comes? Who else that normally comes? There's somebody's name that I'm forgetting. But that's going to be it, man. Good night. Yeah, Royce is here. Wisdom as well. Wisdom. Welcome to the stream. You guys came late. Bro, you be wholesale. No. I don't do wholesale. Noise. Yes. Wisdom is noise. I was trying to remember. But yes, that's going to be it, man. You guys can always reach out to me. I'll be live on TikTok. That's where I prefer going live. Even though I want to start going live here on YouTube, I just genuinely prefer going live on TikTok. But I'll see you guys, man. Good night. Don't forget, I'm Abdrazak Sani, and we are building the most impactful brand in the world. Good night. Love you guys.